The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you not think is going to happen on a first down run. Likely need now a big gain on second to try to get back on schedule.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Love this. Tight end getting a run. Decent gain here, but short of the first. He gets him 7. That brings up 4th down.
You know, you're not calling that play expecting a foot race to the end zone. You expect to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one right there, that's a victory for the offense.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And the fake's not going to pay off as that lines up incomplete. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really...
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not a...
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And we expect to kick, but keep an eye out. And we've seen this before. It's a fake. Went for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Trying to throw.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a 12-point game in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumped early looking to block that kick.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Pretty good lead in hand already. They're still just taking the extra point from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic to convert on this 3rd and long.
And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set.
Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete inside the 35. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles swell their first quarter by 6. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And we haven't even reached the end of 1, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumped early looking to block that kick.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Getting another shot at 2 here.
Good. Set.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Chased out to his right. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. The penalty gives them a little bit of an assist, and then they cash in easily for 2.
If they're going to stick you on the 1-yard line, you'd better be able to get it every single time. An unforced error defensively that the offense absolutely capitalizes on.